The European Union has formally announced to open an investigation into the microblogging platform owned by Elon Musk. Now, X, which was earlier known as Twitter, is now being probed for violating the European Union Digital Services Act. The investigation will cover areas like illegal content and disinformation. The EU will also examine whether X was transparent enough with researchers, and it will also look into its user interface, including the blue check mark.
So yes, today we opened formal proceedings against X based on several suspected infringements of the Digital Services Act. The opening of proceedings means that the Commission will now investigate X's systems and policies related to certain suspected infringements. It does not prejudge the outcome of the investigation, nor does it signal that the Commission considers that X is compliant with all other obligations under the DSA. The Commission will continue monitoring X's compliance with all obligations under the DSA, and it has suspicions of other infringements. It will then take necessary steps.
My colleague Deepali brings us more details on this as to what the violation is and what will be covered under the Digital Services Act.
The European Union will probe the social media platform which is owned by Elon Musk. If I talk about the act, it is the new Digital Services Act which has been brought by the European Union. It aims to make our online spaces less toxic, or rather safer. Now, this was passed by the European Parliament back in July 2022, but it came into effect only a year later, which is in this year. Now, a couple of rules have been laid under the Act. Number one, the new law binds online platforms to remove illegal content from their platforms. Number two, it bans targeting advertising based on a person's sexual orientation, beliefs, or even religion and ethnicity. Number three, even targeting children through advertisements is banned under the new law. It also compels the tech giants to provide more transparency on the algorithms that they are using. So if I were to put it in simpler words, it just means that a platform is rather legally accountable for any content that is posted on them. Now, if I talk about the charges, a tech giant can face up to 6% fine of their global turnover. Now, this also includes a temporary suspension if they continue to violate the rules. But the catch here remains that it is not for small companies, but rather only for platforms which have a 45 million monthly users in the European Union. Now, what you pointed out is exactly correct, that the European Union will probe X. But even if this is the first case that has been brought under the Digital Services Act, this is not the first time that Elon Musk platform is being probed. More recently, EU was probing Elon Musk platform after Hamas launched an attack on Israel. It is not immediately clear, however, what penalties will X face. But Elon Musk, as well as his firm, have categorically and continuously said that they are removing, or rather working continuously to remove the illegal content from their platform.